It's 2 p.m. on a Friday, middle of the day, and 27-year-old real estate agent Ashley Oakland is hosting an open house in a busy neighborhood when someone walks in and shoots her twice. No one is arrested. Not that day, not the next, not even for 15 years. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, police take someone into custody, a suburban mom. The last person anyone ever suspected. So who is she? I'm Kamar. Let's break it down. It all begins around 2 p.m. on a rainy Friday, April 8, 2011, at a newly built high-end townhouse development in West Des Moines, Iowa. The kind of place with sleek design, perfectly staged interiors, and that subtle scent of fresh paint and new beginnings. Inside one of the model homes is Ashley Oakland, a 27-year-old real estate agent working with Iowa Realty. She's alone, which is normal for this job. You sit in the model home, you wait, you greet people when they come in. Simple, routine, safe in theory. At some point, an employee with Rotland Homes, the townhouse developer, hears a commotion coming from the unit. The kind of noise that makes you pause and go, "What was that?" She goes and checks, and inside the model home she finds Ashley shot twice. 911 is called. Police and paramedics rush to the scene. She's taken to the hospital where she dies. There's no clear reason Ashley would be targeted. No robbery, no obvious motive, nothing that neatly explains why this happened. And just minutes before she's killed, she sends a completely normal text to a friend, which somehow makes it even more unsettling because whatever happened here came out of nowhere. The story explodes nationally almost overnight. Because if this can happen to Ashley middle of the day in a townhouse development, it can happen to anyone doing an open house. Realtors across Iowa start getting nervous. Self-defense classes pop up. Safety rules start circulating. Park where you can't be blocked in. Always have an exit. And eventually the industry itself changes. Now agents are told, don't meet strangers alone. Meet in public first. Get ID. Because what happened to Ashley? That makes normal feel a lot less safe. Over the years, investigators chase everything. Hundreds of leads, hundreds of interviews. Every tip is followed up on and still nothing leads to an arrest. Until now. Out of nowhere, police arrest a suspect. Kristin Ramsey, a 53-year-old suburban wife and mother living what appears to be a completely ordinary life in a small town outside West Des Moines. She's never been in trouble with the law before unless you count a speeding ticket 25 years ago. And then on March 17, 2026, she's arrested and charged with first-degree murder, which in Iowa is defined as malice of forethought, willful intent, deliberation, and premeditation. Back in 2011, when Ashley was killed, Kristin was 38, already married 16 years to her current husband, raising a young child and working as a sales manager for Rotland Homes. That's the company who developed the townhomes where Ashley was shot. Kristin had been with them about 14 years at this point, according to the Des Moines Register. Now, here's an important clarification. Kristin is not the employee who called 911. That was a different woman. It's unclear when Kristin even became a person of interest. Was she on investigators' radar this whole time? Or is this something that came together much more recently? After the murder in 2011, she kept working at Rotland Homes right up until the company collapsed later that same year. According to Builder magazine, the housing downturn hit the company hard, leaving it weighed down by debt. After it eventually shut down, Kristin moved on with her career. Her most recent role was as a title officer at Midland Title and Escrow, a company owned by the same parent company as Iowa Realty. If all these company names are starting to blur together, here's a quick reminder. Iowa Realty is the firm Ashley was working for at the time of her murder. According to a statement from Iowa Realty, Kristin didn't join the company until several months after Ashley's death. That timeline suggests that once Rotland Homes closed its doors in the fall of 2011, she transitioned over to Iowa Realty's affiliated company.
In their statement, they go on to say they're just as shocked by Kristin's arrest as everyone else. And that seems to be a theme here, because some people who worked with Kristin, they didn't see this coming at all. According to her former boss speaking to ABC News, there was nothing about her that made him suspect she could be involved in Ashley's death. He described her as the nicest lady, said he was totally shocked. And then there's this detail. He says he actually sat next to her at Ashley's funeral, 6 days after the murder. The boss goes on to say from a business standpoint, he doesn't know of any conflicts, no obvious issues. And when it comes to her personal life, he says he had no idea. And then there's Ashley, because in all of this, she's the one who never got to move on. She was born and raised in Iowa. When she died at 27, she was happily living with her longtime boyfriend and their dog. By all accounts, she was doing well at work and in life. Active in local charities, volunteering with big brothers and sisters, close to her family, surrounded by friends. The kind of person who seemed like she had everything going in the right direction, which leaves the biggest question still hanging. Why her? Kristin, as you might expect, is adamantly maintaining her innocence. So what exactly do they have on her? Police, for their part, are saying very little. No details about a motive, no explanation of what led to a grand jury to indict Kristin Ramsey for murder. Just an arrest and a lot of unanswered questions. At a press conference, they did confirm one thing. They don't expect any other arrests, which brings up the obvious question. Why now? Why does this case go from cold to hot after 15 years? And the honest answer is, we don't fully know, not without seeing the evidence. But what we do know is this: the case got a fresh set of eyes. In 2024, the Iowa Attorney General launched a new cold case unit, something she'd promised during her 2022 campaign. According to the Des Moines Register, the unit includes 3 investigators and 1 prosecutor, and Ashley's case is one of around 400 unsolved cases in the state, which means this arrest may not just be about finally solving one case, it could be the beginning of a lot more. They're trying some creative approaches to shake loose new information. In 2025, inmates across 9 Iowa prisons were given a new deck of playing cards, but not your standard deck. Each card featured a cold case, 52 cases in total, homicides, missing persons, unidentified remains, each one with a photo of the victim and a short description of what happened. The idea being, if anyone knows anything, this might get them talking.
Ashley's case became one of those stories, her photo and details circulating through prison systems long after her death, waiting for someone to come forward with the missing piece. It's still unclear whether that effort played a role in the arrest, or if something else finally led investigators to a breakthrough. For now, the situation is still unfolding and very much developing.